Hello guys and welcome back to Tomato GFX. This is the 16th video in our lecture series and you can watch the previous lectures in the playlist. So today we are going to talk about appearance panel and export assets panel, and these both panels are very crucial so that we can combine effects and so many other properties in one medium to make some creative stuff, and we'll be using some examples also. And after watching this lecture you might be able to create some text effects very well. So let's start. So welcome back to the magical world of Illustrator, and here we can see we have appearance panel and next to it is our asset export panel. So we'll be talking about our asset export panel in a because it is a very small panel and we'll be covering it very fast. So suppose we have created some typography and some text over here. So suppose this is a logo for my project and I want to export it with a quick for a preview. So what I can do is I can just group it and then just click on add for single asset generation. Here you can see we have the preview of asset and we can change the format from SVG, PDF, JPEG and PNG. These four are allowed here, and we have a scale property over here. We can 9x or 100x the size of this, and this depends on you how high the quality you need. You can just set a specific resolution also, like 320 dpi's, but ppi's and dpi's are pixel per inch and dot per inch, and we'll be talking about that in depth another video. So here you can see we have these options over here, and we can set the export settings with this, and we can set different scales for a same file to export. So the file will be exported in a SVG format and also exported in a PNG format. So this was export asset, and if you now click on export, it will ask for a location and we can set a location according to our preference. So I'll be setting it to my folder GG's in downloads, and if I export it, now if I show you a folder, here you can see we have two exports over here, and one is 4x, 7.5x, 7.5x, and these both are PNGs. So we will find some PNGs inside these folders. You can see these both are PNGs. So this was our asset export panel in short, and this is how you export something out of your Illustrator in quick way. After this we have appearance panel. I'll be talking about the appearance panel here so we can see everything we want. So what was happening is, if I just create something over here like a box, a white box with a red stroke, and suppose I just want to add some effects on it, like I just want to add some drop shadow, and then I just want to add some inner glow. I'll be just setting it to dark because it will be easier to spot that. And then we can just add some scribble. So you can see we have created some effect over here, and these all effects are applied on fill layer. So what appearance panel do is, as you can see, if we are not able to edit our properties from the property panel, so we need an option where we can edit our effects. So here you can see we have added drop shadow. So if I drag and drop shadow here, my drop shadow is the back of everything and scribble is above. If I set scribble above here, inner glow will be affected. So this is how you affect the design with the effect arrangement, and you can arrange your effects. So for now I'm thinking like I just want my drop shadow to be applied on strokes. So I'll be just clicking over here, and now my drop shadow is just applied on strokes. You might not be able to see it right now because these both effects are applied, but now you can see, even though we have fill applied over here, but our stroke is only generating the shadows. And now if I just toggle off my inner glow and scribble, everything will be back to the normal. I can just set scribble in stroke, not in the fill, anything I want. And this is how our appearance panel works. You might be thinking how this appearance panel is necessary for me. So an appearance panel, you might be thinking, what's the main use? So basically, if you are applying a gradient on text, you might see that it is black. And if I just apply a gradient, it's still black. What's the reason to apply a gradient? My text is not getting in a gradient shape. So simple people might be doing like creating an outline over here, and now they're me expanding the shape, and now they are applying some fill of gradient. And this is a bad method because now you cannot edit your text. I make mistakes in spelling, so I have made it some mistake. I want to write here some more text like tomato. So I just go back and I'll be just adding a fill over here, a new fill. So if I add a fill over here on this text, now I can add a gradient on that fill and it will not affect my text. I can now just edit it equally, and I can also change the gradient according to my style. So this is what our appearance panel is used for. And you can check out so many websites for text effects. So I'll be bringing one text effect which is created with these appearance settings, and I'll be sharing how to break down those effects. So here you can see I have brought an effect which is a completely editable effect. You can see we can edit the text over here, and this is effect I brought from free pick for this example purpose. We can also create an effect, but for a fast example I brought this. And here you can see if I click on this, we have so many layers of fill over here. And if I just click on off and on, you can watch what the layer is doing. So we have all the properties of effects on all the fills and strokes. So here you can see on the first we have a warp option, which is warping the arc on the text. And after that we have some stroke, some red stroke for a depth feeling. And after that we have a fill, the first fill of our gradient, which is bringing that pump effect. And after that some layered stuff which is for supporting, like the depth of support, because you are creating some 3D text, so you need a support from the back. And you can just click on this arrow over here and see what the effects are applied in the background, like offset path, transform, Gaussian blur, opacity. Every panel will have these settings. Like in this fill we have inner glow and offset path. So how to apply these? You can apply these from here, like inner glow, outer glow from here. And distort and transform, we can apply these effects. We'll be talking about these effects from this panel over here in a detailed manner. So stay tuned for that because it will be impacting your appearance panel too much. So you should be taking that in a note. So this was a short nutshell of this was just a short nutshell of appearance panel, and you can find all the effects over here on this button over here. And this button is for stroke, this button is for fill. If you want to add new fill, you can add new fill. If you want to clear appearance, you can clear it and everything will be removed. So if I click on this clear appearance, it is back to the normal panel. This want to be better, you can add a duplicate selected item or you can delete the selected item. So this was a short video about appearance panel, how you can arrange fills. So if just I don't want this to be in front, I can just send it back. Now it's back, though it looks very bad, but yeah. you can change according to your preference. So this was appearance panel, and that's your host Bibo for today. And stay tuned for everything coming soon in the lecture series. And after this, we will be jumping on our blending modes for a final, and then we'll be going to effect section, and that will be our close up to Illustrator, and then we'll be jumping to Photoshop. So that's it for today, and meet you in the next lecture. And I'm just watching over here that my videos are getting lesser views day by day, and this is my quest to everyone watching. Please support me and share this video and these playlists to everyone who need to learn Illustrator or just want to dive into this journey of graphic designing. Thank you for supporting, and take care.